Hey guys, welcome again to Atlanta. This is Jamila Johnson from ATLHawksFans.com. I saw you guys were in the gym already getting some shots up. Was that something that was planned? Did you guys have like a little practice? What was going on there?
I'm always in the gym. I definitely, I reached out, wanted to get in the gym, and they said I'm family now. So anytime I want to get in the gym, just let them know, or eventually I'm gonna, get access to it soon. So I'll be able to come whenever I want. But not yet. So we planned out a little schedule over the weekend, honestly, for us to get some work in. But I also been getting some work in, some extra work in by myself.
Kobe, right here. Ken Sigure of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. When you got drafted, Landry was telling a story about how I think you wanted to get better at defense. So you were watching tape of one of your teammates, just specifically, to try to get better. Hope you can elaborate on that and just kind of what defense means to you as far as being part of your game.
So, talking about watching people that's ahead of you, teammates, I kind of experienced that at Michigan. Watching a lot of Eli Brooks, this senior that was in front of me, and just before I get here, watching some DeJounte film, seeing what he's doing. Obviously, he's a great defender. So just trying to take things from him early so that you're just a little bit more prepared when you get to this level.
Hey, this is Muhammad. This is Donald Suggs, the Atlanta Voice. You doubled your scoring average from your freshman year to your sophomore year. What do you think, as far in regards to scoring, you need to improve on this level now?
I think definitely shooting. Shooting still kind of my main focus on offense, because in this level you got to be able to shoot, this space the floor. But I think just working on my game overall. I think I got a lot to grow, and I think I will grow in a lot of aspects still.
This is for all three of you guys. Lauren Williams with the AJC. Have you guys gotten a chance to talk to Prince Snyder since you guys have been here? And if so, what have you learned from him?
Coach Q is a great guy. We had a lot of conversations with him. You can tell from the jump that he's a coach that demands a relationship from his players, and that's something I enjoy. I love being able to talk to the coach on and off the court. But not, as far as what I've learned, just looking forward, if I were to get into coaching, that's how I would want to approach my team. So.
Yeah, I think Quinn a great guy. I think I learned that he really into details. He like details a lot, and I'm just looking forward to see how he coaches, how he gonna push me to be better, and I'm excited to work with him too.
Yes, I've had a conversation, one-on-one conversation with him already, and he told me about his process on how he got here and stuff like that, and but also we've had dinner with him, and I feel like he's a jokester off the court. Like he was joking around a lot, coming around the tables and talking to us, but trying to build a relationship with us, and like Kobe said, I feel like that's important. I value that a lot. I feel like the best teams in the world, and the winning teams, they have that relationship off the court with the coaches and the players as well. So.
Landry, this question is for you. You said you've been watching these guys for a while. Can you kind of maybe go into a little bit more detail as to maybe was it anything or other factors that you liked about these guys for you to be able to draft them now?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, starting with Seth, kudos to Mo. He's been scouting the NBA. At this level, having the ability to shoot is crucial. Don't always have to have it, but it comes at a premium at this level. And he's a guy that, when you watch him, there's a difference between a guy that shoots him because just they can, and there's a guy that knows they're a shooter, and they have the identity of that. And that's what Seth has. And he's got an NBA body today. And for us and how we're trying to build, shooting is a premium for our system. And that's something that is going to be really good for us. And with Kobe here, the versatility that he has with the ball, without the ball, watching him from year one to year two, the defensive mindset that he has, having a chance to talk to him at the combine, it's very rare to have a lot of the tools that you see externally, but the internal drive and the IQ that kind of brings it all together. Dwight Lutz in our front office has said that feel actualizes potential. And for for Kobe, like that is something that is crucial. And for him and his ceiling, it's gonna be really big for him. Playing on ball, off ball, the ability to defend, him taking pride in that. You know, we need more defensive capability with our team. So something that stood out very early on with Kobe, and then with Mo here, Mo's taken a huge jump from year 1 to year 2. You know, he's got an unbelievable wingspan. Wish I had that as a player. And the tools that he has at his size is rare. You don't see that very often. And just our assessment of him and his athleticism, the body type that he has, his ability to move his feet defensively to where we can see cross matchups. That's something that he's going to grow into. He mentioned his shooting earlier. He's not a non-shooter at all. Like, he can shoot the ball, but we want to get that to a consistent level to where he's an unbelievable threat on both sides of the ball. And that's something for him he's going to grow more and more into, but the potential for him and all three of these guys is really, really high. And I think that we have the staff to absolutely get the most out of them, and I'm excited for them to watch their development over the next few years, however long that is. Like, we're excited about the process with all of them.
Andrew, you talked earlier about Hawks DNA, but this year it's a new head coach, new GM, new guy picking the players. So what was different about this draft process than in previous years?
There wasn't a significant difference apart from, you know, when you have a new coach and, of course, the new front office that's shaping up. There are going to be certain values that are a little bit more important than perhaps in the past. But in terms of our process, it's not much different. It's just what are we looking for at the end of the day? Like, a hallmark of a Hawk is humility. You gotta have humility. You gotta have a hard-working attitude that pairs with it. So when you have that humility, you're able to take in the coaching, and you cannot develop if you cannot take coaching. And all three of these guys, they have that. So that's an absolute essential to being a Hawk. So when we talk about Hawks DNA, like, that will always come up first, is the humility and the drive to be the best player you can be, because development is another value. And for these three guys, they have growth mindsets. And this is a league that's ever evolving, so if you're not evolving yourself, eventually you become irrelevant, and that's just the facts of the matter. So we need to get a leg up on all that and make sure that all three of these guys and all of our players continuously have that developmental mindset.
Great, thank you guys, appreciate that. In a moment, we'll be breaking everyone loose for the one-on-one interviews, but gentlemen, we have a very special presentation that is going to happen next. We are here to present you with your brand new 23-24 Atlanta Hawks jersey. We're going to ask you all to come to the front of the table here. And Andrew, you will do the honors of welcoming these young men into the Hawks family.
Yeah.
Yes? I know. Right here in front would be great.
Right in the middle. Stand up here.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We'll get up so we can.
Nobody get hurt.
It is. I tried to warn
It says different money up there.